Hello, I am Brandon, and we are here for Conversation Corner number 2. Technically the third time I'm filming this one, but that's because the first 2 were 20 minutes long, and I'm not doing that. So we've had to cut some stuff off our list. So we're gonna go right to it. This week, just to give the story, I am leaving California and moving across the country to another place in order to keep my job and not lose my job. Which I didn't think I was going to do. And we're going to talk today about some soul searching that I did to understand why I've done this. So that's a fun conversation here. Why? Por qué? I literally thought that I was going to be losing this job and walking away from it. And I thought ready to do that. Like, I really thought I was mentally and emotionally ready to do that. And sometimes in life you think you're ready for something, right? And you're not. So, let me explain. When actually given the choice, I couldn't do it. I could not willingly walk away from a job that I have done for 13 years. I couldn't do it. And it was so weird because I thought for sure, like when I bought this house, it was just a bunch of clicking on a phone. Click, 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 done. I bought a house, right? Whatever. Same with like when I bought a car, just click, 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 okay, I own a car now. Okay, cool. It didn't feel that much to me. It was like, whatever. These are just material things. I know, it sounds silly. This one felt something. I filled everything out and I was about to click the button for like basically take the reload, or don't take the relocation. Just walk away. Just let it go. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm off. I'm not part of this company. I couldn't do it. I got nauseous. My heart was palpitating. I almost got like almost passed out. Like I felt all the blood rushing out of my head, like in this like I don't know how to explain it. I can feel it now. I couldn't do it. And Dad wasn't expecting that. It hurt my heart. It hurt. And I was like, what the heck, So when checking other boxes, stay with company and move to other location, I found a combination of boxes where my heart wasn't so fluttery and my body wasn't so, and even my wife was like, this feels right, let's do this. So we held hands as we clicked the button together to lock in the option, which we didn't even do that when we bought this house. But this was a shared decision, like literally our hands were locked in when we clicked the button. So we both did this. Yeah, that's a little bit of the lore as to the why. The other story of the why is that what California is doing to me is I've left this state many times for the same reason. And it's that this is hard. This is it's a hard place to live. It's, aggressive. In all the other states that I've lived, there's a little bit more of a slower lifestyle and a pacing that is manageable. But this state has like a grind mindset of like if you have downtime, you are doing something wrong. Like everything feels very grindy. Like you just have to be go, go, go. And that's fine. I've been doing it for these years I've been here. It's great. I'm doing it. But it's a lot. And it's to the point where I've become very impatient. Like I'm in line at an In-N-Out burger and which is, obviously a normal California thing to do, right? I'm very impatient and there's a gap in the line and the person in front of me is not filling that gap and a car is like to the point where they're almost gonna cut in the line and I am about to lose my mind. Like my heart, my anxiety levels off the roof, like I am losing my mind. That was not me years ago before I came here to California. I would have been like, it's fine. Hey, everything's fine. I'll get my burger when I get my burger, But time is so that I'm like every little thing, I'm like, this is wasting my time. I could be doing this. I could be doing that, This is so that deeper digging into why am I choosing to leave a state that I've come back to so many times? It's because every time I come back, I see what it does to me and I see who I'm becoming and it's just like, that's not who I want to be. And if I don't leave now, I don't know who I become. And then that and the traffic and the chaos on the roads, I swear to you, I had two, I think, if not three, near-death experiences this week alone, just driving through town and having people running red lights or having people lane change on a freeway out of nowhere with just completely random. Thank God my car has so much tech that has saved me many times, because I would be dead already if I didn't have all the tech that's constantly watching everything around me, because I cannot see all the chaos that is happening. That is just too much. So getting out of that and not being afraid to die every day, that's going to be a plus. It doesn't matter where I live, as long as it's not LA, the Bay Area, or Vegas. This region is in that realm of just, I've never been in places that have this kind of traffic, other than LA, the Bay Area, and Vegas. Phoenix is not that much better, honestly. And Texas, Dallas Fort Worth has got some issues. I know, I've seen it. But like where I'm going, it doesn't matter. I'm going to live close enough to all the things I need. I don't care. When I lived in Oregon, I was on the freeway maybe once a month, if that. There were probably several months that went by and I was never on a freeway. I just never had a reason to. My life was so much simpler, and I want to go back to that. That's why people think this is a huge lifestyle shift for me to go from California to some small place. It isn't, because I did this already and I was fine. I liked Oregon. I didn't really want to leave Oregon. It was kind of like a random series of events that caused me to be here, and now it's a random series of events that's causing me to leave. So hey, the universe works in mysterious ways. Moving's going to be tricky. I'm definitely going to need to do a U-Haul because nobody's going to move the plants. I'm going to have to move the plants myself, and I'm also going to have to move all the antiques and all my collectibles and things like that, because they have to be temperature controlled, and you can't get that. You just can't get it. So not without paying. It's way too much. So I'm gonna be U-hauling in the hopefully the time of the year when I can do it, where the temperatures are going to be decent enough that nothing dies, or none of my collectibles get warped or messed up, because that would be just so tragic. I know it's a first world problem, but it's my life. So I already know I'm gonna have to do a U-Haul, probably gonna do U-Pack, so I'm gonna pack things and then they're gonna ship them over there. So there's gonna be a combination of things happening, and it's gonna happen over a long period of time. So the U-Haul is gonna be one chaotic week. I'm gonna film the whole thing because I think I'm gonna have a few meltdowns during that week, and it's gonna be really fun to catch those on film so I can understand and dissect what it is that happens to me during my little mental meltdowns, because I live through them and people have told me about them, but I've never witnessed them. So it'll be very interesting educationally to catch that on film if I can. I'm gonna try to. I don't know if I'm moving my car or not. We're gonna circle back to the car over and over for the next few weeks, because it's almost not worth driving over there. It's almost easier to just sell it and then go get a new car when I'm there, But the idea of not having a car, even for a day, is so against my West Coast nature that I think I would die. I think I would have an anxiety attack. I don't think there's enough Xanax you could give me that would make me okay with not having a car for one day. I know, I got first world problems, but I'm just being honest. So yeah, weird week. Definitely, it's making me realize that one, I now know why I'm leaving, because the state I can't handle. If I survive long enough to get out of the state, I might actually have a chance of surviving a little bit longer, right? If I can get out, but I got months to go before I can get out. So it's like I know I've been given a prison release, but it's months in the future, so I'm still in prison. So yay. Yeah, and I also know now that the plants are going to be my responsibility. That's fine. But it also means that if I'm too anxious and I give off too much anxiety, they're going to drop leaves everywhere, and then I'm going to be responsible for their death, and we don't need that, right? So I've got to lower my anxiety somehow. That's going to be fun. I'm going to keep the house, going to rent it out. Definitely don't want to sell it. Not ready for that yet. This house has a future, and I'm not ready to let it go yet. So that's a decided thing. I don't care if I lose money. It's like one of those things. It's a California property. I'm not walking away from it. I have had too many family members walk away from property in this state way too early, and the values have always been worth more later if you just held on later. So I'm holding on. It's probably one of the only decisions I made right, financially over the course of a lot of years, was to buy this thing. So didn't buy it at the right time, but I bought it at the only time I could. So, when buying a house, sometimes the right time is the only time you can. So if you can, sometimes you have to. That's it. That's all we're going to talk about today. Thank you for being here and watching, anyone. This is just for me to capture all this so that I can go back and kind of sanity check myself. But anybody who actually watches and comments and talks to me outside of this, I appreciate it, really. This is a very changing time for me over the next course of the next several months, mentally, emotionally. I can already tell that like this has kicked off a whole like chain reaction of like I am not going to be the same person in a year. I'm not. And that's good. That's good. The direction I'm going wasn't good. I need to go in a different direction. I am a different person. You'll see. We're heading in the right direction though. We've pivoted. So I appreciate that you guys are here for the journey, and thank you. So farewell.